Okay, Rose, I'm gonna make it as short as possible. Okay, so how we're gonna structure your offer is very simple. It's literally very simple. How much do you plan on selling it? How much do you plan on selling? What are your thoughts on it? Like, you want to sell for 7 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand?
And upfront deposit of 2,000 in the first terms.
And now from the deposit of $2,000, and then okay, where you got that pre-frame from? Are people doing that?
Yes, 4,000 upfront and then
At 10% on top on the back end? Yeah. Okay. It's not bad. I never done it that way. Okay. Why? Because I'm teaching people how to do it. Okay, so therefore I charge upfront and then they can do it for themselves, their family, they can create a business out of it. Okay. So that formula that you're talking about, how will you sell it? How do you think you can sell it?
I can listen. So about the pain point of needing bundle and letting them apply to provide.
Okay. In my opinion, from what I've seen, 95% of the clients that I have for funding, they never went through with it. Okay, they never went through with it. Why? I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Okay, therefore for me, it was easier to charge upfront. Okay, I'm like, hey, I'll teach you the skills, $9,997. Okay, that's usually, hey, it's $18,000, but I can give it to you for less for 10. Okay, so in my opinion, that's better because you don't want to wait for your client. You don't want to wait for them to, hey, have them go to the bank, have them open the accounts, have them do X, Y, and Z. You can do that once you're at a point where you're making $50,000, $100,000 a month. Okay, but waiting on them to do it, they're not going to do it. It's like trying to push a horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you really push a horse? You can, if the horse wants to get pushed. You see what I'm saying? So that's my look at it. Like, I can't force my cousin to perform better. I can't. He keeps forgetting things. I can't. What I have to do, remove them, change them. Unfortunately, it's business. You know what I'm saying? So charging them up front, 1,000%, you can charge up front. Okay, and then you can also charge on the back end. Okay, if that's what you choose to. Me, I rather charge up front because I don't have control whether they do it or not. I really don't have control whether they do it or not. You know what I'm saying? So what I can say is, hey, the program is $9,997 or 10%, whichever one is highest. And you can tell I will do everything in my power for you to get at least $250K. Why? 10% of $250K is what? $25,000, right? So hey, 10% or $10,000, whichever one is higher. At the beginning, you collect the $10,000 and then you can guide them if they keep needing your help. You see what I'm saying? The way I sold it before was, it's going to be $9,997. We're gonna have a 6-week mentorship. Okay, within that 6 weeks, I can answer any questions that you have. Okay, so your goal will be to provide as much value as you can. In my opinion, man, I will say at the beginning, you need that money up front. Okay, like, yeah, it's cool to say, yeah, I'll charge 10% after, but if 95% of people are not gonna go through with it, what does that mean? That means if you sell to 100 people, only 5 are gonna go through with it. Let's say each of them get 100,000. That's 500,000, you can make a 50K. Okay, but if you already sold to 100 people and each of them pay you 10 grand, you gotta make 50K, pushing people, trying to hustle hard, or get the money up front. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different outlooks. Yes, you know, you're gonna get 2-3 grand with the way you have it. The way I done it before is $9,997. And I usually say, hey, okay, so what are they getting? They're getting the program. They're also getting somewhat of real estate. So I gave the value stack was immense. The value stack was a lot. So hey, I can teach you, number one, how to get $1 million in the next 7 to 15 years. Boom, that's a bonus. Number two, I can teach you how to buy from the auction. That's what I did. Okay, number three, I can teach you how you can get money for you to start buying from the auction. Okay, which is the funding. And inside my funding course, you've seen it, inside the funding course, how did I have it set up? Mindset, personal, business, and real estate. You see what I'm saying? So for them, that's what you call a no-brainer offer. Okay, this guy's gonna teach me how to make an extra $1 million in 7 to 15 years. Okay, the guy's gonna teach me how to buy from the auction. Oh, the guy's gonna teach me how to do wholesaling. Because that's for my program. Okay, and on top, I'm gonna teach you how they can get the money in order for them to go to any of those ventures. You see what I'm saying? So you have to stack up your value. So when I say stack up your value, what can you teach them with? You can offer them, hey, free credit repair. Hey, brother, we'll do a free credit repair for you. So I will partner up with that guy. What's his name? Yeah, I will partner up with Gio. Okay, and say, hey, Gio, if I bring you clients to fix their credit, okay, how much will you charge me? Well, I'll sign them up and I'm gonna pay for it. Why? So once you get 10,000, so then I will charge 12 grand. Okay, then you can offer, what can you offer? Credit repair and funding. You see what I'm saying? Now you can offer credit repair and funding. Hey, even if you have bad credit, we can fix your credit. That will take, at least 6 months depending on what you have. You see what I'm saying? So now you can start getting people in the door. Okay, now you're gonna have a company that's gonna do it for them, but they already pay you 10 grand or 12 grand, whatever it is. They pay you 12 grand, you grab $500, give it to Gio fixes their credit, and bam, they send them their funding. In that period of 3 to 6 months they're fixing their credit, what can they do? Hey, start opening a couple bank accounts, get them primed, get them ready. You see what I'm saying? So I will say, that goes hand in hand. So hey, we're gonna fix your credit and we're gonna teach you how you can get funding. And the first round of funding, we're gonna tell you where to go, which ones to do. You see what I'm saying? So now you're adding up the value. Now, okay, I'm gonna pay this guy $10,000. He's gonna fix my credit, number one, so that's a win. Okay, number two, you're gonna help them do their first round of funding. Okay, how do you help them get the first round of funding? You and I know, hey, look for the banks, have them, hey, go to these 6 banks, open accounts, have the money rotate here and there, right? So you're helping them fix their credit, you're gonna help them get the funding or their first round of funding, and you're gonna teach them how to do it. You see what I'm saying? So now you're adding up the value. Now it's not just, hey, you're funding for $10,000. Now, hey, brother, oh, your credit is bad? Okay, no, don't worry about it. Boom. Okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna fix your credit, number one. Number two, we're gonna help you get your first round of funding. And number three, you're gonna teach them how to do it themselves. Bam. That should be your 3 pillars right there. Simple. So that's your 3 pillars on how many people we got watching? We got 3 people watching. So now you're adding up the value. Now, another thing I will add, I can suggest to you, there's this company, I can't remember the name, it's called BlackRock Funding or BlackRock Lending. What do they do? This is what they do for people who have high personal credit usage. They'll give you a loan for 30 days, and it's very strategic. What does that mean? So, for example, my Discover It reports every 16th. When it reports every 16th, I have to pay that account off 3 days prior, so by the 13th. So once you got all these key points, this company will pay off that amount, okay, will pay off, and they will hold 30 days not reporting on your credit. Okay, so they'll give you the money on the 11th, boom, you pay off that amount. By the 16th, it's reporting that you have zero debt. And then you go for funding 3 days after reports. You see what I'm saying? So now what happens? Now you're helping people, hey, you know, we're partnered with this company. We don't know if they're going to approve it now. We can talk to them. We're partnered with this company that's going to pay your debt off just for you to get into funding. So that's another value add. So now you have 4 things going on to actually help people achieve their financial goals. You see what I'm saying? So now you're adding value. How much does it cost? Hey, this is how you sell it. I usually sell it for $18,000. But if you decide to come in, I will do it for $9,997. Okay, what all are you going to do for me? This is what I'm going to do for you. Number 1, fix your credit. Number 2, do the first round of funding for you. Number 3, teach you how to do funding. And number 4, we partner up with a company that if you have high credit usage, because you need to have that 30%, if you have high credit usage, they can lend money to pay that off for 30 days before you go into funding. And then they charge 1 or 2%. You can also add on, if you know somebody who's selling their services on adding people as an authorized user, okay, hey, and we give you 2 cars for you to get added as an authorized user. Bam, that's more value. Okay, hey, that's a $2,000 value. Boom, you know, just, hey, pay the guy off $1,000, whatever he charges. Now, it's easier for me, if I'm struggling, my credit's bad, yada, 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 it's easier for me to actually go and get that money and for me to, hey, you know, because Jorge told me that he's gonna clean my credit. They're gonna put me on a high limit, 2 high limit credit cards. Okay, he's gonna do the first round of funding for me, and he's gonna teach me how to do funding. So now, boom, now you have a value stack. You see what I'm saying? So now you can also add another value stack. Hey, if you are a business owner that's making 7 figures or more, okay, what can you do for the guys? Hey, if you want to get into the SBA loans, we can teach you how to increase your Dun & Bradstreet number. How do you increase Dun & Bradstreet number? With net accounts. Literally, all you need is 80. All you need is an 80. You see what I'm saying? So you just have to add value. You got to think of a way of adding value, and then make it as simple as possible. You know, so if I go to you, I'm like, hey, Jorge, so you're like, hey, you know, I have shit credit. I just fucking claimed bankruptcy. Arturo, what can you do for me? Okay, well, number one, fix your credit. We'll do it for the $10,000 included on fixing $9,997. Number 1, fix your credit. Number 2, do the first round of funding for you. Number 3, teach you how to do funding. Number 4, add you, if you need, add you on accounts that we have, okay, in order for you to be able to access large capital. So we're gonna add you as authorized users on $30,000 account, $25,000 account, $50,000 account, for you to already look good and accelerate the process. Because we don't want to take a year, we want to take as short as humanly possible. So now it sounds more appealing. You see what I'm saying? So now it's more appealing. Okay, how can you sell it? How can you sell this type of product? On your ad, you should say, okay, are you looking to get into real estate? Are you looking for money to get into real estate? You know, are you looking for X, Y, and Z? Are you looking for money to get into Amazon automation? Are you looking for money to get into exotic automation? Are you looking for money to get into Amazon FDA. You see what I'm saying? So those are their incentives. Everybody needs money, man. Money sells itself. Everybody needs money. You gotta find a way to stack up the value. And right now, you just focus on one price, $9,997. That's it, $9,997. See, you just gotta add the value stack. Okay? Or sometimes what I done, okay, when I got sold before, hey, the product is $15,000, but if you wanna make payments, it's gonna be $6,000 a month. Okay, and you're gonna do 3 payments. It's gonna be actually 18 grand. So you can save yourself, you can save yourself $3,000. So why? Because people like deals. So you can also use that method. What is that method? That method is pretty simple. Hey, how much is your product? My product is 18,000. Okay, my product is 18,000, but you can do today for 15. I can do it today for 15,000. Oh, I don't have 15,000 right now. Okay, well, we can do 6,000. Is you ready to go? Let me see your credit. Your credit's here, whatever. Okay. What we can do is $6,000 a month starting today. So today you get 6. In a month from now you get 6. That's 12. Okay. And then in another month you get 6. So you're getting $18,000 in 2 months. I gone for that many times. Okay. I done 6, 6, 6. Why? Because I'm thinking, okay, I'm ready to go. Hey, can I pay you with the money that I'm going to get from funding? 1,000% you're going to pay me. Okay, well, but we need 6,000 today. Okay, cool. We'll do 6,000 today. Get them ready, prep to go. Hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z. You make sure they go to the banks and open the account. Okay, boom. Next one comes along, 6 grand. Next one comes along, 6 grand. So now you got $18,000. So those two, you can go with either of those two. I prefer that one better because it's more appealing. Hey, 15,000 today or 18,000, I prefer that one better. Okay, or you can say, hey, I'm giving you this, and that for $9,197. That's how I started. Oh, they're gonna help you get $150K plus for $9,197. And you can use it for yourself, your mom, you can start a business doing it. Always incentivize them. But even though people already know what they're gonna do with the money, you have to incentivize them and reiterate it. Okay? Literally, you have to, whenever you're on the call, you have to reiterate what they're thinking. Okay, I know when you talk, I mean, you come with sales, I've been in this for a minute. Your body language, bro. Like if you see me, I'm always talking like this, I already got used to it. Okay, your body language. You have to know consciously how to move your body. Like, body language is 60% of the sales. So why would you focus on your offer when 60% of the whole thing is body language? You see what I'm saying? So many people don't really understand that. Like if you look at Andrew Tate, and he's always talking like this. Hey guys, Exactly. Hey guys, oh no, all this. Oh, I went over there. Oh, that fucking girl fat. Oh, whatever. Okay, so you always want to move in your hand. Why? Because when you're looking at me, many people, when I talk, it can go from one ear to the other one. Other people, hand gestures. Okay, so 60% is me going like this. Hey, Jorge, you can make a lot of money. Hey, you can make a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? So always move, always up body language. Okay, so that's 60% of sales. 60% of sales is what? Body language. You know what the other 30%? Exactly, your tonality. Okay? If 60% is body language, 30% is your tonality. Like for example, when I talk fast, it shows confidence. Obviously, I already know what I'm talking about. So hey, even though, okay, Arturo, I'm talking about me moving my hands fast and talking fast, it shows confidence. Okay, so 60% is body language. 30% tonality. So for example, when I talk to a girl, hey baby, how are you? How are you doing? Oh wow, that dress looks good. You see what I'm saying? I pitch my tone, but it comes with being conscious. You have to become conscious with what you're saying and how you're saying it. If I'm talking to a crowd and I'm doing a sale, doing a presentation, hey guys, how's everybody doing? Everybody, let's go. And it's something you gotta practice, brother. Like, it doesn't come naturally. I know it because I done it when I was 17 years old. Since I was 17, living on the street, hey, honest truth, bro. I thought, okay, I have half friends. Wealthy, I want to talk to my half friends. Since I'm a man, they're gonna want to talk to me. So I have to get ready and I will practice. Okay, so your offer should be that one. So that's what I will focus on. 60% body language, 30% tonality. Okay, so there's different ways of tonality. I mean, you can go in depth. If you talk fast, shows confidence. If you don't know what to say, let's say you ask me, hey Arturo, what are you doing tomorrow? Instead of me saying, tomorrow I'm going to, no. I'm not gonna say You have to be conscious of it. I'm not gonna say and I'm not gonna say you know. So if you're like, hey Arturo, what are you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm going to go eat on a date with a female and probably go and meet her mom. You see what I'm saying? So I repeat what you're saying. Why? Because why do we say or you know? Because we wanna win time, right? So how else can you win time without sounding retarded, without saying or you know? How else can you win time? By reiterating the question that you said. So, hey Arturo, what did you do yesterday? Exactly. Yesterday, I went out to the park. You see, now when you combine all of that with hand gestures, with tonality, and with being conscious, like I said, it takes work. But I promise you, if you do this for 7 days, you just practice for 7 days straight, bro, you become a master sales guy. Completely different person. Just think about it. Think about it. And think of the people or the female that you're talking before. And I would like to say female because us men, we're like Hunter. We like to fucking go talk with girls. Okay, or at least that was me when I was growing up. Okay, I'm going to the gym to talk to a girl. I'm going to the mall to talk to a girl. Okay, so I will always practice. Okay, so it comes with courage. So now I know when I talk to a girl, okay, I will usually say what? Hey, baby, how are you? What are you doing? Can I get you something to eat? Are you hungry? Let's get something. You see what I'm saying? So I changed my pitch. You've probably done it before subconsciously. It's just your natural body will just like, I gotta approach it carefully. But you don't really know, subconsciously you didn't really know what you were doing. Okay, but now that I'm telling you, okay, and you become conscious about it, now what? Now you have a skill that 98% of people don't have. Many people just talk to talk. Whenever they meet somebody, they talk to talk. Like when I met Dan Pena, dude, I was like, Mr. Pena, thank you very much for meeting me. Nice to meet you. Tell me, where do you want us to sit down? Oh, come to my back office. After you, sir, thank you very much. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He's a fucking billionaire. But if I show that type of respect, if I show the fact that I'm being generous, that I know what I'm talking about, just like me saying, after you, he's like, okay, wow, okay, I'm saying go. I'm giving him the respect that he has earned, right? Because most people that are successful, wow, they're ego-driven. They believe they're the best, right? In their head, they're the best. They're number one. Everybody else is shit. That's the reality about most successful men. You know, like, dude, me, when I break up with a girl, I'm like, fuck her. She might be bad in everybody's eyes. Everybody's trying to lick her fucking whatever. Okay, she might be bad, and she is bad. It is what it is. I'm like, okay, I got her. Watch what I get next. And that's my mentality. I don't dwell over, oh, this girl. I used to. Oh, this girl left me. She did me wrong. What am I gonna do? I love her. Dude, fuck her. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Well, you know, let's move on. Let's leave. Okay, it didn't work out. A pleasure meeting you. I wish you the best. I'm always a gentleman. I wish you the best. You don't want to be with me anymore? I don't want to talk to you anymore. Thank you. Okay? Just watch me 3 to 4 years later. Just like my exes. Just watch me. Just fucking watch. And now they're watching. And now they're fucking 33 years old, 34 years old, they're fat as fuck. They got 5 kids. And now there's me. You see what I'm saying? So you cannot grow without training every day. You can't. If you think you can make it to $1 million a month or even 100,000 a month by staying the same, that's why many people get depressed and get sidetracked, because they think, okay, you have, like you right now, you have the formula. You're around people that, hey, 6-7 figure earners. How's everybody making money except you? How and why? So now you're frustrated. Why? Because you see everybody successful and you're like, damn, how are they doing it and I can't do it? There's something wrong with me. But you're not focusing in your skills. You're not focusing in you're not focusing what you have to learn in order to become that person. Okay, because for somebody to earn $100,000 a month or $200,000 a month, they have to become a different person. You can't be the same person trying to make money, and sometimes it happens. You can make some money, but if you don't change, you'll eventually come back down, and that happened to me many times. I wouldn't understand how I made X amount of money, next thing you know, boom. Lost it, spent it. Why? Because I didn't work on my self-development. You see what I'm saying? I didn't work on my self-development. So you have to work on your tonality. Okay, you have to work on your body language. To be honest, it's all about body language. It's literally all about body language. Like, I'll give you an example. If a girl is sitting there or laying by that wall, I'm gonna approach a different way. I'm not gonna go fast. I'm like, hey, and I'm gonna lean back a little bit to let her know that, hey, be comfortable around me. You see, but I already do this subconsciously. Why? Because I've done it so many times when I was younger. I already know how to talk to somebody. You see what I'm saying? Or when I talk to somebody that has a lot of money, I don't get nervous. I understand they're the same person as me. I used to, okay, but now I understand. Okay, what's up, brother? Yeah, how you doing? Okay, yeah, you make $1 million a month? Oh, cool, yeah. Do you? Not yet, but I will. Okay, damn, this guy's confident. Okay, you know what they say? Oh, I know you are. Literally. Why? Because it's your hand gesture. Okay, it's all hand gestures, all, hey, positive, all your tone of voice. Hey man, thank you for showing me that slide you showed me the other day. I actually learned something from you. You see what I'm saying? So everybody at a different level, they like to have their ego stroked. Okay, and you have to do these things consciously. You have to do them. Once you do them consciously for so long, then it's just gonna come out naturally. Why? It's gonna come out more natural than you do it the first time. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna fuck up the first 100 times. It's like when you approach a female, you're gonna fuck up because you haven't done it. Okay, but you got 2 choices, either push through or you stay either mediocre, or hey, you know what, this girl don't wanna talk to me, I'm not gonna approach her. Dude, I know guys that are as skinny as a fucking toothpick, okay, ugly as fuck with baddies. Why? Because they know how to talk. I promise you, bro, they have like a mullet and they're dating fucking 10s. They're smooth at it. How are they smooth? They're not rico suave like, hey baby, how are you? They use what's to their advantage. What's to their advantage? They're funny. After they're funny, now they come in. Why? Because if you look like a fucking creep and you're coming in smooth, it's gonna come out as a creep. But if you're funny, like, oh, it's cool, hey, all that shit's fine. Okay, and then you're a little bit smooth. If you add mysterious to it, oh shit, like, what did this guy do? You have her thinking, and the more a female thinks about you, guess what? The more they like you. That's the psychology of a female, bro. I'll tell you something. The psychology of a female is creating an emotion. It doesn't matter what emotion. Bad, good, horrible, doesn't matter. I used to do that when I was younger subconsciously. I'll be like I will see a girl, I'm like, you know those guys that will see a girl like, oh yeah, you're ugly, that's not it. And she'll be like, oh my God, why? And then she ended up like liking the guy. I was that asshole. I was that asshole being like, okay, fuck, you got more hair than my dog, get the fuck out. I literally would say that to a girl, and they will end up falling in love with me. Why? Because I created an emotion, and they wouldn't understand why or how they were able to like me. But I was literally the asshole, and I didn't do it consciously. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I was just an asshole. Like, I was pissed at everything. I'm like, hey, fuck you. And I'll tell the girl in the front, yeah, you're the teacher's pet. And then, like, I would just talk shit to everybody. I've always been that way. Just talk shit to everybody. That was just my personality. Why? Because me being Spanish in the States, everybody tried to, like, so I felt like I had to fight my way out. So I developed different skills. So then, since I knew I already had to pretty much fight people around, quote unquote, I would just do it before they did it to me. And I'll be like, oh, this guy, he's a white trash. Oh, this football player, yeah, he's broke. Oh, this guy, yeah, I think his mom left him when he was a kid. I would just literally just talk shit. That's why people hated me. I created emotion without me knowing. And I did the same thing with females. I created an emotion without me knowing. So when it comes to sales, you have to create an emotion. How do you create an emotion? That is depending on what you're selling, quote unquote, but what you're selling is literally 10%. Your offer is 10%. The rest is about it. Like, if you're talking to somebody through Zoom and you're like, yes, or you're just this, oh yeah, my product is 10,000, but you're gonna get this and this, and then in your mind, you're like, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna buy it. I don't think you're gonna buy it. They're not gonna buy it. But if you're like, hey, my product, let me tell you first of what I can offer you. Okay, what can you offer me? Okay, let me explain what I can offer you. We're gonna fix your credit, number one. Number two, we're gonna help you get the first round of funding. Number three, we're gonna teach you how to get funding. Number four, we're gonna hook you up with a company that's gonna lend you money in order for you to actually clear your debt to income, so you can actually get more money when you go for the round of funding. And number five, we're gonna link you up with our partners. Okay, with our partners, they're gonna put you on their lines of credit. There's a $25 line of credit and a $30 credit for that to report on your personal credit, and now you're able to get money right away. Now they're like, okay, but instead of you saying, hey, it's $9,997, yeah, that's not sales, bro. So I don't think you have an offer issue. I think you have a sales issue, a sales problem. And that's with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that is literally with everything. Okay, everything is sales, man. Everything is sales. Everything is sales. Everybody wants the bitch you want. Everybody wants the house you want. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants the car you want. Everybody wants it. Only a few have it. Why? Because they know sales. They know something you don't. Right now, you know everything we know. The only issue is what? Sales. Literally. Okay? Another thing you can do is what? Hire the best salesperson. In order to hire the best salesperson, what do you have to do? You have to get leads, money coming in, because they're not going to stay with you if they're not making at least $10,000, $20,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? So once you become good at it, hey, train somebody, make sure they're eating. Make sure they're getting leads. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, it's all about sales, man. That's literally what it is. Anyway, so let me see who I have here. Lucas. What's up, Lucas? Anyway, so that is literally, that should be your offer. Okay? Learn 60% body language. Become the best. If you practice this shit like a mini, I done it, brother. I'm telling you what I done. Okay, the story that you saw, you know how long it took me to come out with that story? How long it took me to record it? 2 weeks to record it. Grab the phone every day. As I wake up, I will eat, and I'm like, okay, let me practice. You know what I will do to practice? I will do squats, Why? Because I know squats open the blood vessels. So I'm like, okay, doing squats. Okay, here we go, boom. I'll start recording. Oh shit, my script is going too slow. There was always something. It took me 2 weeks to get used to the camera. But now, there's a camera right there and I'm talking. Now I can give a speech in front of 500 plus people. I wasn't born fucking out of my mom's vagina fucking speaking. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you have to practice. If you don't practice, if you think you can get to the next level without practicing, dude, you're gonna be doomed for failure. Okay, that is the honest truth. It just doesn't happen. It will not happen. You have to become a different person in order to earn that different income. There's no way around it. Can you get lucky once or twice? Yeah, you can make 10 a year and then 20. But if you don't become that person, you're not able to maintain it. And you're eventually gonna keep going down. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't sit down and practice, because nobody's gonna do it for you. If you don't sit down and practice, okay, how did I look better? Okay, my position, this position is better. I don't look hunchback. I'm looking at the mirror, my teeth are white, I look clean. You see what I'm saying? So it's something totally up to you to do. But that should be your offer. Hey, it's $18,000. If you do it today, I can do 15, or we can do 3 payments of $6,000. Anyways, do you have any questions? Are you sure? 100% sure. I know it's a lot, but if you can literally work on those 3 things, I mean, the offer's done. That should be your offer. If you can work on speaking, your tone of voice and your body language, you're set. You're set. Mimic the great speaker. Look at Tony Robbins. You know Tony Robbins practiced this? He practiced this shit for years. Look at Tony Robbins. Look at Myron Golden. All these guys that have gained a lot of success. Look at them. What do? They sell on stage. They sell. The money that they make, they what? They dump it into a business. And they sell. They're also very good at what they're doing. They're very good at learning. They're very good at knowing what they're talking about. You know, with Tony Robbins, what did I do? Motherfucker made me walk through fire. Literally. Okay, I can't remember how much I paid, but all I know is that I paid some money, we did some exercises, and I walked through fire. I wanted to know if I could do it, because I know in my country, whenever there was the carbon, when they would throw it in the ground and I would step on it, dude, my feet was done. Okay? How was I able to walk through 2,000 Fahrenheit of fucking carbon, burning carbon? How? I don't know what the fuck. He did something. I don't know. Or he made me do something. He primed me all day. He was priming me all day. Okay, so just remember that.
For practicing these postures and anatomy, body avenues, is this going to be like working out and trying to reach a metric press of 220 bodies and first, right?
It's not even that hard, to be honest. Once you do it, I'll be honest, once you do it, if you really commit to it, you're like, hey, at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna do this from 10 till 1 before I eat, and you just look at yourself at the mirror and you're just talking and speaking and talking and speaking, okay? The first day, you will literally be 70% there. That's the first day, but if you don't keep on practicing it, you will lose it. I have lost it before. Like right now, yeah, you know, because I'm teaching you and I'm learning and I'm like, yo, you gotta do this. Your tone of voice, you gotta speak fast. You gotta speak like you have, like you know what you're talking about. There's certain things that you have to know, the little key points. You can speak fast, you can speak slow. There's certain things that comes with sales. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude, that is the best I can do for you right now where you're at. Okay, the whole ads, that's easy. Getting client, dude, you should be able to make money. Okay, like it's very easy. It's really not hard. Any other questions? No, we're good. Okay, Ivan. Yeah.